used to say that we couldn't watch TV before school. I remember one morning recess was on, I knew it was on. And I thought, let me try and bend the rules a little bit. So I sat in front of the TV, and we used to have like microphones in our loudspeakers. And I just turned up the loudspeaker, so I was just listening to recess. There was nothing on the
Wait, how? Hey, what's happening, guys? Welcome to the Apex podcast. Make sure you tap in. My name is Laura.
I'm Jemima.
I'm Toluwa.
And
I'm Sash.
Come on. I was going to flop that as well. Yeah. So we've got two guests today, which I'm really excited for because this is
one.
Exactly. We haven't done this before. Huh?
I'm good.
Whoa, what's going on here? Anyways, we're going to ask you some questions to kind of get your thoughts on certain things and how your brain works. Yeah. So
we have 3 categories of trivia, yeah? And this is the game we like to call Golden Nuggets. Why are you laughing already?
Whoa.
Anyway. Okay, so there's 3 categories. Because of 2 of you, it would be unfair for both of you to do the same category, you know, brain
2 brains,
power.
just,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you get to pick one. So whichever one. Do you want to like flip a coin and we'll have a coin?
What purposes?
What purposes
Best
is?
of 3 or 1?
One.
Stretch one.
Alright, cool.
Who won?
Easy clap.
Sash?
Okay, cool. So Sash, you have
I'm not
the
to go
first
first.
pick. No, you have first pick of the categories. So we have trainers. We have S, variable S. And
You've got to say what variable S
we'll
is.
say it.
Okay, go on.
Do you know what I mean? See what I mean? Like, Laura, busting the correct. This is what we're talking about. But anyway. Okay, so, and then we have animal groupings.
Can you please explain variable S, please?
So variable S, basically, the only hint you're getting is that every answer begins with S. All the answers begin with S, but it's general knowledge. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Anything.
So I'm picking
Between one of these categories.
yeah, and then Toluwa's going to pick out the left 2.
Yeah, you have to get
Okay,
the
now
majority.
pick trainers.
Trainers, come. Are you ready? Okay, cool.
Wait,
So-
does he have to do trainers as well?
No.
Okay, so he
You
doesn't.
get the
Okay,
other
cool.
If I
two.
get it wrong, and I know it's wrong, and I jump in and get it right.
No,
No, now you're
you get a
fishing for
different
points, bro. Now you're
category.
fishing for
Sorry.
points. Come on.
You get one of the other categories.
Come on, bro.
Sorry. Anyway, first question.
Yeah.
What was the first shoe to be sold under the Adidas and Kanye West partnership?
I'm actually about to throw my name away. I can't lie.
Throw it.
Yeah, I might as well throw it far as well, you know. Yeezy 350.
Nah, sorry. It was the Yeezy Reef 750.
Oh, that's
Sorry. It's in the details. All right.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's
Are
in
you
the
going to be
details.
strict on that?
Yeah.
Very bad.
Do you know what I mean? It's in the details. It's in the details, sorry.
All right.
Alright. So, to sneakerheads, what is a retro sneaker and what was the first sneaker to be considered retro?
That's a very generic question, but I'll go first. The first pair would be retro Jordan 1s. I don't know, retro, I guess it would be before, I don't know what year. I'm just going to go with 2000. Before 2000.
Nah.
Is that a year? Before 2000 is a year?
Before the year.
I mean, 2000 is a year. 2000 is a year.
Okay, go on.
Anyway, but no, you're wrong. Retro means when it's re-released for sale due to popularity.
Interesting.
And the first retro sneaker was the Nike Air Force Ones.
Wow.
So yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm
you
glad
really
that
need,
we're
you
all
really need
growing
these.
in
You
knowledge
really need these last 3
yeah.
questions.
No, I'm glad because we're all growing in knowledge.
Yeah, I mean,
I like to spread the knowledge. I like to
How
spread the
many?
knowledge.
Okay, so how many shoes are in the Air Jordan collection? You have
21.
So how many silhouettes? How many silhouettes do we have? So
What's
we
a
have,
silhouette?
I'm gonna give you a choice.
What is a silhouette?
There's the types of shoes.
Oh, is it? Okay, I didn't know that.
So okay, so we have. I'm gonna give you 3 numbers.
Okay.
So we have 53, 42, or 34.
All right. So the last time I did any form of Jordan shoe hunting, they're at 28. So that currently puts all those answers into question.
I'm about to say yes.
So I'm going to go with the one in the 40s, 42 I think it was. Yeah, throw that one in there. Why not?
No, it's 34.
Oh, was it?
Wah, wah.
So, obviously, you're not going to get the majority. So, the forfeit, you'll find out at the end of Toluwa's one.
I have a question. On my more statement. I didn't sign up for no forfeit. Y'all said to me, answer some questions.
Your participation.
Y'all said, answer some questions.
Your participation
So I answered the questions.
was agreed.
I didn't see no contract.
Right,
Do you have it in
so-
writing?
Yeah. There's no point with the rest of the questions, so let's move on to...
I'm kind of.
Oh,
yeah.
do you want to hear the last two questions?
Oh.
Okay. So, true or false, the original name for Nike was Dimension 6.
False.
Yeah, it is false.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was like Blue Ribbon something.
No, because it was like, because he got us the victory. Got us the victory. Yeah.
All right. And then...
It's okay, don't worry. It's fine. We're not upset, we're
okay,
not
so
upset.
what do Hiroshi Fujiwara, Tinker Hatfield, and Nathan
Oh,
Van
there was
Hook
I thought they were anime characters. bro.
collectible? Yeah, but they're collectible Nike.
So
It's
if
the
I answered that, I would have got it
collectible.
wrong.
It's all in the detail.
It's
you see.
collectible.
It's all in
Do
the
you know what I
detail.
mean?
Wow, but
They are the
designed
special
it.
ones that
Yeah.
you
But then,
collect.
so yeah, okay, no, fair enough.
Do you
Fair
get?
enough. As
Do
in,
you know what I
because
mean?
all the shoes I buy, I probably would wear. Yeah.
I heard Sugawara and thought Haiku, but hey.
Anyway, so that's it. Traders done. So Toluwa, you have now variable S or animal groupings.
It's really random. I don't agree. I'm gonna go variable S.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. So first question: Daniel Elk co-founded this music streaming service in 2006.
I'm gonna Spotify.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. In 1796, Edward Jenner developed the first successful vaccine against what disease?
Smallpox.
Yeah. All right. Oh, he's a teacher. Okay.
Not having
crap.
been me and you talked. You did. These better not be easy. That's what I'm saying.
I'm just clicking it. Okay, never mind. Stethoscope. Spell stethoscope.
Oh, spell it. I might get this wrong, you know.
So there's a chance you might get it right.
That's true too. But
I don't even know how to start spelling that.
what starts with S?
Okay.
ST. How many guesses do I get? Can I pause and think between, or do you just want one kind of clear?
One.
One clear. Yeah. I don't know why I asked. Should just ST E TH ESCOPE. What did I mess up on?
Yeah, sorry, you messed up.
Where did I mess up?
It's OSCOPE.
I need to write it down, bro. I think if I had paper, I would have been alright. But yeah.
Alright. So, who was the leader of the Soviet Union throughout World War II? Can you put your hands down?
Surely. Wow. Yeah. I know. I've gone blank, man.
This has been the highest pressure one.
That's P for pass, eh?
Alright, so
P for pass?
Wait.
Four.
Options.
No, there's no
There's
options.
There's no options. What's going on here?
How does my guy get
Five.
My guy's got options.
4.
Hey, relax.
Whoa.
There's no options. Because this
There's
question.
no options.
Did you say started?
No.
You can't do that.
You know you can't do that.
Disqualify that
you
question.
disqualify that
Goodbye.
question. You just ruined it.
That's not my fault.
Yeah, it's not your fault.
Nah, but
you
they
know.
ruined it. They ruined it because they want us to lose. No, you didn't.
No,
He
you
didn't say
I
it.
heard him say it.
No, you didn't. We got you in 4K. We got you
No,
in 4K.
there should not be because he was never gonna get it.
Actually,
anyway,
none of the
right?
cameras are facing that way, so you've
But
actually
they
only got
can
this.
hear.
So that's audio. That's not 4K.
Okay.
Sorry.
MPG.
Not 4K.
Yeah, no.
3.5, guys, we've been saying it.
Let's say 4K. It's 8K.
All right. Okay. So you have one more question. Okay.
So
So
what's
what?
so if I get this right,
Wait.
it's you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Cool. What is the Swahili word for lion?
Simba.
You know what? Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Valiant effort. Valiant effort.
I mean, it wasn't a valiant effort, it was a triumphant victory.
No, but like it was tough. That's been the most like high pressure one. I feel like my heart was going.
Well, we're doing this, innit?
No.
We're doing rock, paper, scissors, you know?
Yeah, rock, paper, scissors. So who's gonna do it? Oh, this is gonna be funny.
I want to do it again. Okay. Actually, okay, best out of 3.
Yeah, go on. Man, I hate this. Okay, go on.
Okay.
Wait, shoot, yeah? On go.
No, yeah, so
Rock, paper, scissors.
shoot.
Ah, yeah, fine. No, don't do it slow.
No,
Don't
I'm
do
not
it.
doing this way. What? Okay.
She was. Oh.
Because I'm still in shock. Ah.
Don't do that to me, man.
Wow.
I really don't want to eat this again. I really don't want to eat this again. Okay.
Wow.
I thought to be nice and be like, I'll eat it, but I really don't want to eat it. So. There you go.
Can we get like a zoom onto my face? Just the
Okay, you know what? I'll eat it.
Please, thank you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's doing it, Laura. Yeah, that's weak.
Christian, isn't she?
No, Laura, that's weak. Low-key, that's weak. At least make her do 2 rounds of rock, paper, scissors before you say.
You want
Say
the
what?
rock, paper, scissors?
At least, like, get her to the edge and then
Let's see how
I'm
push
on the
her.
edge. I'm on the edge. I'm on the edge.
Okay, let's do rock, paper, scissors then.
No, you can't take it back.
No, I can take it back. It's
You
alright.
can't take it
come on.
back.
I've repented, do you know what I mean? Go on.
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Laura,
Push her?
you brought her to the edge.
Oh,
Finish
arsehole,
her.
you know? Oh, I'm so.
We'll just put like the little gif, finish him.
Oh, the tears. Do you know what it is? It's not even me. Like, I think you should blame them. I don't know.
Oh my god.
I wouldn't sacrifice for you, but you know what I mean? It's consent. It's for the consent. Do you know? I really thought I was gonna have it there. Like, okay, so
Can I have a
white hands, could you?
she's really broken up.
White hands, could you? Oh my gosh, my cheeks are hurting. Jemima.
And you guys thought we were gonna cry.
No.
Okay.
The memory.
But you're making it work.
Okay, I'm sorry, my stomach hurts. I'm in pain.
My cheeks. Oh my.
I hate you guys so much. Anyway, come on.
You might still win.
Okay. Wait.
You just win 2 games in a row, easy.
So, okay. White hand, could you please bring?
She only won
Is it
twice.
the Marmite first?
No, she won.
Oh, they should do first 2, 3. Come on, you're still in there. Still.
So
Over.
Sash and Jemima are gonna eat Marmite.
Oh, what you know what I mean? Oh.
It's
Terrible.
Do you not like Marmite?
No.
Are you sure?
So, basically, what's going to happen now is White Hand is going to give us the Marmite. So Sash is going to have a spoonful of Marmite. So is Jemima. So White Hand, yeah.
How big?
It's a tablespoon.
Yeah, no, I respect it.
Yeah, from paying spoon.
How much though?
A whole tablespoon.
The whole,
Guys, relax, bro.
like that? Are you happy with this?
Yeah.
Drill, my friend.
Yeah, go on.
They said the whole thing,
You know
innit?
you can cover a tablespoon with it not being that much.
don't know, I'm actually really for Sash for you.
Where'd you get out?
You guys have to be at the same time.
All right, cool. Jemima, you need to make eye contact with the camera throughout the whole process, yeah?
Cool.
And you have to have as much as I have on mine.
Yeah.
Do you want the bowl?
It's there.
I see why I now see why you thought of the bowl. It was an in-staffed operation.
So you look into that cover, I'm looking into that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
3,
We didn't count that. Oh, okay. Sorry.
2, 1, go. Swallow it. Swallow it.
She's a soldier.
Oh, I have to, innit? You can't even think about it. There's no time to think.
I respect it so much. Laura. Make sure to
It's terrible. Nah, but the first time I had it, I've never had it before. So, like, see, the first time, I never had it before.
Oh,
I never had it. Never.
Man said,
Nah, but I learned from Ade's experience, just chuck it back.
Yeah.
Because I think the mistake I made the first time, I let it sit in my mouth.
Yeah. That's the
I let
same
it sit
thing.
in my mouth, like, I deeped it. When I deeped it halfway through.
how would you describe the taste?
Are you
Like,
content with this,
salty,
or do you want me to
it's
finish
probably
this?
you see like Maggie?
No, I'm good. It was quite nasty.
eat
But
the
are you,
whole
are you
Nah,
happy with
but
this?
like, you see like the whole packet of Maggie.
Oh, then hell no, I don't want
You
that.
want to
no more.
melt
That was
it
disgusting.
down
Just leave it on the table.
and then drink
So it's really
it.
salty.
Yeah, with the consistency of peanut butter in it.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
it sticks to the
Sticks
roof
to
of
it.
your mouth.
But obviously, if it's disgusting, it's sticky and you're just like,
I don't know.
yeah, you're smart. You got the.
With like a hint of like roast dinner. That's what it smells.
Yeah.
Smell.
But do you know what it is? It's one of them things that, you know, when you have loads of it, it's difficult to you can't just swallow. Like you have to. Yeah, it's really thick. That was my issue.
I swallowed it.
Hmm?
I made that.
You should have done. Did you have some?
Oh no, I had some of my Coke. Got rid of the taste. I asked them if they wanted me to. They said no. Well, Joseph said it's up to me.
You don't have to.
So that's.
I wasn't really.
I don't care.
It was
It was horrible.
pretty horrible, but we moved.
So that's. So sorry. So sorry. I'm not sorry. Not even a little bit. Not even a tiny bit. Anyways, so we are moving on to get to know you guys a little bit more. We've got a couple of questions. So I'm going to ask you some questions and you just, answer it. Yeah, both of you. So, first question is, what is your last TV show binge?
I'm currently in one. Yeah. Oh yeah, sure. I'm currently watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Good sick.
And I literally just finished watching How I Met Your Mother.
I feel like the ending of that was like really
Terrible.
Oh, the whole last season is pretty pointless.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, I've gone 8 seasons with you. I might as well coast out the
Ride it
last
out,
little bit.
yeah.
For me, I would say right now I'm watching something with my wife called Superstore.
Okay,
This
yeah.
is good.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's like The Office, a little bit like The Office. Yeah.
On Netflix.
Yeah, on Netflix.
Yeah,
it's good,
my
man.
sister started watching it.
It's good, man. Yeah, the characters, they make me smile. So, yeah.
Cute.
Oh, yeah. Who are you listening to right now in terms of music?
Oh wow.
So we're a mix. In fact, you know what? There's a particular artist or group I've listened to a lot called Sharp Dialect, and they're like kind of like R&B, hip hop, but like Christian focused.
Okay.
So, but it's the beats that get me, man. The beats are just so mellow. Like love it, man. Love it. Yeah. So yeah, them. I've listened to a lot of them recently. Yeah.
I've really not been. Music is not really something I'm just throwing on a random like on repeat playlist. I just listen to whatever comes up. I'm not really too fast, which is kind of bad. But I've been studying, having to do a lot of stuff. I'm enjoying study music, just chill, lo-fi stuff. It's in the background.
What
So
should I?
lo-fi with words or lo-fi without words.
I often prefer words, but I think because often when I listen to music now, lyrics are like they help with the groove of the song. So I like that. If they're just there, it's kind of. But if they actually go with and actually like help the flow and actually add something to the song, I'm about it.
Some people don't like studying without, like they can't study with words, with lyrics.
Yeah, because it's too
No.
distracting.
I have a certain album that I play.
Oh, every single
Listen.
time?
Yeah,
Oh,
and
damn.
it has words, huh?
What's the stuff?
Don Toluwa, Chocolate Slop.
Huh?
Don Toluwa? No, it's okay.
Is that classic?
Nah, he's new.
Oh, is it new?
Yeah.
Okay. What is your struggle meal? So it's the meal you go to when there's nothing in the house, nothing substantial enough for you to be like, oh, I'm
so
excited.
my day-to-day meals, say less, say
Ah,
less.
Sweet.
Oh, you're uni?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I've heard horror stories like people just eating bread and Pepsi when
Okay.
their thing runs
No.
out.
Bread and ice.
That's a
when
choice.
their thing
That's a
runs
choice.
out.
Because that fool spent £2 on Pepsi, bro. Like I can go and get some good. Some noodles. I can get some nice some small meat. Chuck that together. Boom. That's much better than ham. I'm not gonna lie. Chorizo right now.
Yeah, but it's expensive, Trees, on that.
It is expensive, but no. I don't know what. No, I don't think. Hold on. Sorry. Because now Reg has got me excited, innit? It's low key. It's becoming the foundation of like my meal plates. Because it's just easy.
Like, so much oil, dude.
But that's the thing. But you know, I don't have. I have to have zero skill to cook that. Because every bit of seasoning is in the thing, bruv. I just put it in, and it's just. You know in them TV shows they throw stuff together and it just looks sick. That's what you do with chorizo. It just and it looks good. So yeah. But my struggle meal, I often like a sausage sandwich, something like that. Just yeah.
What's yours?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a working man now, so I don't think there's many.
Oh wow.
No,
So you're
but
not
like,
struggling.
something that you can't be bothered.
No, you're
I'm
gone.
not bothered, yeah, I'll answer that. For me, I think easy one. I'm really a fan of peanut butter, man. I really like peanut
You just
butter.
get out the.
No. I'm not
That's a bit wild, you know.
Yeah, that is wild. That's wild.
That's
But, I typically have bread, butter, toasted bread though. Butter, and then peanut butter on the top. Yeah. Like, if I really can't go with it. Or some Indomie.
Yeah, it's always in the meat.
There's always
I need to
in
get
the
some.
meat.
I need
There's
to
always
get
in
some.
the meat.
Get the box and
yeah. I need to.
bulk. What was your first job or jobs? Yeah.
Hustle.
Church was actually the first like paying job I had. Yeah, I worked. We used to have this thing called kids care, where it was.
Me
paid.
too.
Oh, I forgot.
Corona.
Sorry.
Yeah, Rona music.
But so you know what it is. But we used to have the kids, pick them up from school, and then we just play games and stuff with them for a few hours. Yeah. First paying job. That minimum wage that. Cool though. It was cool because I needed it. I got it. So, yeah, it was good.
Yeah, mine would have been the same.
Was it?
It would have been kids care as well. I pretty much started there. Michael was on me like as soon as I turned 17, I think it was. So yeah, pretty much doing that. It was cool though. I did it for longer than T though, because I didn't go to uni. It wasn't really a flex. Like I think we all know that wasn't a flex. If anything, I'm going to respect the church and say it was a lovely time. So I ended up doing it for a bit longer, which was cool because it's nice to see like some kids grow up and actually end up coming to Apex and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that was a nice, cool little change.
Last question is, what is your unpopular opinion? So it's like,
Oh my god.
you know what an unpopular opinion is?
I have loads, but they cut. You know them ones when they're only there when the situation's happening.
Like if you see it on Twitter, you're like, yeah.
I'm like, you go, but I can't. But I'll get one. If you have, please share.
Do you have one? Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys.
Do you guys have some?
Let's give them some thinking time.
Yeah.
They've got none in the tank. I'm literally like you. But
Yeah,
the thing
like, I
is,
feel like-
I didn't have to because I was asking you the question.
Yeah,
So
no,
was
I
just
feel
like-
you. I feel you.
Yeah, you're like,
Does it have to be on a particular topic?
no, just anything.
I'm really struggling. Like, what the heck?
Does it have to be deep? Does it have to be?
Anything.
Anything.
Do you know what? I think, is it unpopular? I don't know. I haven't really spoken about it to people, but I'm a real believer in relationships being more than just physical interactions. In terms of like me seeing you, so then we talk.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'm a big believer in being beyond that. Yeah, because I know a lot of people will be like, oh, if we're here with each other, then cool, we'll talk.
Mm-hmm.
Or like people will have relationships and interaction with people simply because they're there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think I'm more a believer of having a relationship with someone that goes beyond just being physically with them.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go on now.
I got one last minute. Last minute. Let me say it before I forget. I have an unpopular opinion of I don't appreciate unmeaningful encouragement.
Oh.
So I personally, and I think it is a personal thing, but I don't really like it when somebody, like, I'd rather a genuine thank you than just, oh, thanks. Like, I know you're thankful, but if you want to actually show it to me, like, yeah. So for me, I think if I'm going to say thank you to somebody, I should actually mean it. If I'm going to say please or sorry or whatever, those meaningful conversations, there should be a lot of meaning behind it. I don't think they should always be happening. I don't think every day having meaningful.
Yeah, because they get watered down.
Yeah, but I think when you do say, like, almost your words should have enough power to where when you say them, people know that you mean them.
Yeah.
Type
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
I've actually got a few now.
Oh, really?
Telling you this stuff, it all comes up.
Maybe like two or three.
No, mine wasn't serious though.
What is it?
No, it's calm. Silly. It can be silly.
PES is a better game than FIFA. Like a better footballing game than FIFA.
Pairs?
Pro Evolution Soccer.
Oh,
Right.
sorry, I don't know about that.
Maybe
you
the
know.
people at home will know.
I feel like people at home will really agree with that statement. But
Wow.
It's a better flowing football game. Yeah. And I believe that New Balances are actually nicer as a shoe. I know I'm about to do it. Than Jordan ones.
Oh, no.
Oof.
We'll do it.
What do you think? 'Cause
Hang
you're
on, hang
a
on, hang on,
sneakerhead.
hang on. Because you're 50-50. I don't want to claim that title and then. But you're saying New Balance. What specific New Balance
To be fair, I
though?
was gonna say that.
Yeah, because you said New Balance as a whole to one shoe.
Yeah, you're right. I would go right now. I say nicer because I'm thinking comfort as well.
I knew,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah, I knew that.
If you have a nice shoe, but it's not comfortable.
Yeah, it's the worst.
But I'm not gonna lie. By that principle, every shoe is better than the Jordan ones because they're just not fun to wear.
But yeah, I just feel like, as in, there's my popular opinion. I would go maybe more comfort over
Look.
stylistic look, which I
respect
like
it.
I'm clearly getting old because
I respect it.
I would once not have said that, but I'm there.
Hey, man, it's a beautiful place to be.
No, it's your truth, isn't it? Stand in your truth.
For truth.
Or like,
In fact, let's unpack that. I'm joking.
wasn't it Reg that came with, like, you know, the shoes of the toe separators?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, he's drawing that.
The errors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like the gloves for feet.
That's the gloves.
Oh, time when they dropped. Errors were popular. Yeah, the women's ones.
Swear.
They look scary.
My dad had
You
them.
never got no errors. I didn't have a pair.
Me personally, I like my toes chilling how they are. I don't really need things in between them.
No, it's like it's like a
Only had the
demarcation, like the style.
Yeah.
But it's just your toe, like.
It's weird. So you can
It's
like
a bit
wiggle it.
uncomfortable. I live a very. I don't wear like flip flops. I live a very free life. So some sliders, yeah, but not. So they're nothing. Yeah. You know, my family rinses me for this, and I'm like,
Yeah,
you
my mum.
uncultured people.
Mum hates it.
This is why you're cold and I'm not.
Yeah.
I got socks on. Oh, I purely only have white socks.
You know what I'm saying?
White socks are the way.
But I feel like they've got a lifespan.
What colour
There's
socks
a
are
point
you?
they get to grey.
What colour
and
socks
you
are
can't
you?
wear them.
No, then they become grey socks.
Black.
Whole new
My
purpose.
socks are black.
I see. Well, all of them.
No, not all of them.
Oh, okay.
I have
Nah,
like,
mate.
I have like.
I
Two
quite
pairs
like.
I only have
yeah.
like 2 pairs of white.
But I've got bears. I haven't had that problem in a while.
That's all my questions.
I respect it.
Yeah,
guys.
that's it. Oh, okay. So now we're going to move on to Waffle of the Week, which we kind of been doing already. But, okay, so I wanted to ask you.
That just
In it? That was just rude. For
we
what
kind of been doing
reason?
that already, as in they're waffling.
No, but like,
Like, we was having
we're
a
talking.
convo in it.
That's what it is.
Yeah, no.
Anyway, okay, so the question is, yeah, have you ever gone through like a period with your family where like your family was like obsessed with something, like, and it can be anything related, like food related or thing, and then there's a period of time when it was the norm, but then it just stopped.
Oh, I never stopped. White rice and stew is more.
To this day.
Yeah,
To this day.
Nah, man was like, you know them Costco bread rolls? You know them
Ooh, what
raw.
are the ones?
Yeah, the one that comes in a big bag.
Are they nice?
They're delicious, but
Well,
like
it actually tastes like anything bar bread. It's like
nah, it's
Bar
like
bread.
buttery, warm, like clouds.
I love the taste of warmth.
Yeah.
But like our family was obsessed with it. Like, we
She
used
even
to
said yes,
inhale
didn't even
them.
try to deny it, bro.
No,
She's
why
like,
not?
amen.
The taste of warm. What's wrong? What's wrong?
Do you know what? I've got one actually. And my mum, she bought a juicer once. And we were living it up, boy. We were like cutting up.
They're pushing it down.
We drinking like apple with grape juice, and like it was mad. And then mum was like, yeah, it's too much clean.
Yeah. The clean is mad.
You know what? To this day, so I don't live with my parents anymore, but it's still there in the corner of the kitchen.
You should take it.
Yeah, but I'm
Take
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I'm not even asked to borrow. Just take. I just.
Yeah, yeah.
To be fair, it might have
No, but it's when you want to throw it away. That's when she gets attached.
You know,
You might, yeah.
No, but I'm one of them people that I'm like, okay, not like that, but it depends because if I know I'm not going to use something, then I'm not going to use something. But
that's a order.
huh?
That's a order. Wow.
It
You're
is.
trying to diagnose me, Cam. No, but like sometimes you look at things and you're like, I'm going to need this later. And do you know what's so mad is that whenever I throw away something, I always need it like soon after that. So I'm just like,
Always.
Nah,
Yeah.
I can't like last week I cleared out like we had like 5 straighteners and I told my I'd keep one. 3 or 4 of them were cool. The one I wanted to use this morning, I plugged it in, didn't work. It was the one that didn't work.
I swear it
and I was
broke
mad.
as well.
Huh?
It broke, you said.
So you fall through.
You
Yeah,
fall through a friend.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't check that. The one
No,
you
because I just
checked
thought, because I hadn't used this one in ages, but there was one I used regularly, but I just told my dad to throw away. But I didn't think that he would just throw it, I don't know, but
Could you not just use a brush? Like, kind of?
no, you
No,
need
That's why you need a
straightener.
straightener. Like,
Because sometimes it doesn't brush, but it doesn't
But you use it
cooperate.
No.
No, it's like, no.
That's why you got a straightener.
It's like, nah.
So my thing in my family is that George Foreman grill you make toasties with.
Is it?
But well, I don't know if it's George Foreman. Relax, don't.
No,
I
it
just,
is.
just whatever the thing, yeah. But one of them. It comes out every now and then. It stays out for like 2 days, and then it's like, yeah, it's too much work. Then it gets pushed back to the back of the cupboard.
Like a year, yeah.
Yeah.
Like once a year, there'll be like a thing where everyone's using it for 5 days
Yeah,
straight.
yeah. And then it's
it goes
gone.
back
It's gone.
to collect dust.
Mine would probably be like, we used to watch The Sound of Music a lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
Wait, what?
And
Sound of music.
Sound of Music.
Oh, the sound. Okay.
And it's a VHS tape, and so we rewind.
Still got the tape.
Yeah, and even the
You have the
CD
thing?
and the
Mad.
CD.
No, we got the CD and the thing that's the tape. So we got like a machine with the. No, it's just in one thing. Yeah.
Wow.
You know what? Funny you say that. I recently bought a portable DVD drive.
Oh, that's what my brother does as well. Yeah.
Because I've got the Wire box set.
Mm. Oh, was it? Oh, sweet.
But I'm too lazy to put it on my PlayStation.
Yeah.
So I just thought, hey, let me just buy a separate drive.
Mhm.
Do you know what's mad is I bought it, and initially I tried to put it in, it didn't work. I felt shit, but it was.
But yeah, that was my thing. And then I mean, we watch it every once in a while, but we used to like bang out, and we used to have like a dinner and watch it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice. You guys had dinner together?
just for this.
Oh, just for fun
Yeah,
and music?
just for this, pretty much. And obviously, when I was younger, because you can't like a 2-year-old making Indomie in the stove, it would bang. So.
Indomie in the stove.
Yeah, on the stove. Do you put it in the microwave?
No.
No, I do. Sorry, I had something else in my head. I thought you.
Wait, what did you have in your
I
hand?
thought that you were frying it.
Oh, what? Because I did this action. Yeah. No, I threw that off. Yeah, but yeah.
All right, so we're going to move on to our big topic
Yeah.
now.
It's all about family. Yeah, so a couple of questions we have for you. First of all, obviously you go one by one and whatnot. Describe your childhood.
Do you want to go?
Yeah. No, I had a really blessed childhood, man. I think my parents were really good parents. So I can't complain. Like they weren't perfect. No, perfect. And there were things that I wish they had done better. But I do think it was like slightly African heritage played a role. But they were so countercultural to a lot of African parents anyway. So I'm really thankful for my parents. So one day if you're watching this, whatever, thank you. But yeah, no, it was really cool. My mum was quite strict. So holidays, you know, like you would think, yeah, let's just watch TV. She was savage. It's like, this is before my sister came into the picture. I have an older brother. And before she went to work, she locked the living room. So we couldn't get into the living room.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
What?
So when the TV was, there was no access.
So what did you do?
You read a book. You ran in the
Imagination.
garden, you ran around. You imagination. But I think her encouragement, or the reason she did it, was to try and get us to not just sit there all day and watch TV.
Yeah.
Until we got to a certain age, then you know the room was of access.
Mm.
But, yeah, I remember that, and I remember it being so peak. She used to say that we couldn't watch TV before school. I remember one morning recess was on. I knew it was on, and I thought, let me try and bend the rules a little bit. So I sat in front of the TV, and we used to have like microphones in our loudspeakers. And I just turned up the loudspeaker, so I was just listening to recess. There was nothing on the
Wait,
screen.
how old were you?
I must have been like maybe year 6,
Okay.
maybe year 7.
200 IQ
Dedication.
Yeah.
Dedication.
I was saying, Gus talking, TJ talking. My mom comes downstairs, like, I'm not watching it.
It was just there.
Yeah,
To be fair, I think she found it kind of fun. I really think she did. So yeah, but my childhood was good. Like I played sport. I was good in school. I wasn't a bad kid. I did what I needed to do, I guess. Yeah, I had a pretty good childhood.
What about you?
Yeah, I feel like mine. I'll always say that mine was good. Mine was a good experience. When I look back, I have many fond memories. A little bit unlike T, my parents are split up. They've been pretty much split up since I can remember. I've seen pictures of when they first had me and they were together and stuff like that. But they're split. So I've always lived with one of them somewhere. So when I was younger, it was me and my mum. We stayed together for a while. I used to go visit my dad on the weekends. Then we grew up. We used to go. So my family's from South Africa. We used to go to South Africa a lot, spend some time there. And then one time we went for like 2 years straight. So we lived there for 2 years. And then I was talking to my dad a little bit, and then I decided to come over here to live with my dad. And I've been living with him up until I was like 20 years old, and then I moved in with T.
Yeah.
And then
Oh yeah.
I said, oh yeah, you know, whole best seven months of my life just spent. Just said, oh yeah,
He has never said that to me.
that's a lie.
That's a,
4K, big fella, 4K, bro. Anyway, yeah. So as a whole, I say my childhood was pretty cool, pretty chill. I was kind of I feel like I was just there. Like I just rolled up to school, just had a good time, and I left. I wasn't really naughty. I wasn't really smart. I was kind of just chilling. Like I was just there. And then, which is cool. I was never like athletic at all. I used to convince myself I could play cricket. Couldn't. But yeah, and then I grew once I hit like 18. So basically, the minute I stopped being a child, my body was like, now you're gonna grow.
Yeah.
So yeah, now I play basketball and stuff like that. But yeah, kind of just chilled. I was really small as a kid though, like mad small. Like I was like one of the smallest people in my.
What, tiny as in like?
Is it?
I was like
Like
short. So like I'm
okay.
tall now, but when I was a kid, I was like really short. Yeah.
Oh,
Mad.
how was your
Peak.
childhood?
Me? It was good. It was like I was a kid. I really liked it. I really liked it.
Straight
And then like when I was like 11, I feel like I had to grow up really quickly. And life was still like in secondary school. Life was still fun. Like I still had time to have fun and everything like that. But then it was just sometimes I'll be thinking about stuff that I probably shouldn't be thinking about at that age. Like life just got serious a bit. So yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
Oh, yeah, mine was cool. Like we were talking about obviously in the last podcast episode, and yeah, like it was like regular, but like I don't know, because it's really weird because it felt like because I used to live in Canning Town, and I moved here when I was like 9, but like it felt like it was almost 2 different childhoods, because I feel like when we moved here, it was like things just changed, because I was explaining last time that like we had like Lego and and then here it's like I don't know, it was just different. Like the Lego just got packed away. It was just different. And then growing up, yeah, like I don't know, it was like cool because like me and my family, we had like a nice balance of we chill together and then we don't chill together, and we had that space. Whereas like now, a lot of the time we're just all separate, doing our own thing, which is I suppose like normal, I guess. But yeah, I would have liked to have a little bit more time just chilling with each other, especially when we moved, because we didn't have that. But yeah, sweet. Second question is, it's actually sick that you said that you got fond memories. It's what is your best childhood memory?
Oof.
I'll go first last time. Just for now.
Oh, so you can go first again. Say this.
Wow.
No, I'm joking. I'll go. So in South Africa, they've got this. In South Africa, they have basically water parks instead of like theme parks. So and there's a really famous one called Ushaka Marine World. So like, what's one of my best memories was going there because it was just sick. It was just, it was just, you know, and it was when you're a little kid as well in places like that, it's like every 2 steps there's like the coolest thing you've ever seen.
And everything's big because you're just
huge, bro.
like,
so,
And you were tiny.
oh wow, okay.
I said it. You said it. Oh, sorry, was that a sore subject?
Now he's
I mean,
discombobulated.
a little bit, but no, I'm playing. It's alright. Yeah, and I was tiny, so everything was just huge. Bro. It was just, yeah. But that place was to the point where, you know, them ones when like you dream about a place and you're just like, I have them dreams. I'm just like, it would be so dope to go back there.
Yeah.
So.
Would you go back?
Yeah, I want to. I do want to. Like, play another visit, maybe say hello to some family, go to Shark and Marine World.
Would you be scared though? It wouldn't be as sick as you ever been.
No, I feel like I've got pretty realistic expectations of. I feel like I'm quite a real person, so I'd like to feel like I've got pretty real expectations of home.
Tell us how it goes when you actually go back.
Yeah.
Don't worry,
Dead just
I'll
right.
ring you. I'll
Yeah,
be
they'd be like, what was
bro,
this?
get me an Uber.
Yeah.
For me, there are a few. It depends. When does kid stop? Like when you stop.
This is the real question because I don't really feel any
I
different.
feel no different than I
I
was
feel
like
like a kid.
18.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not sorry. That maybe low key. Maybe that was a bit.
I've been waiting all day.
Maybe-
I've watched the whole
Anyway,
episode.
But yeah, no. I feel like when younger, I would say so. We had a group of family friends, and we'd have this thing called a prayer meeting, where every month different families would come together, and we were all the kids were around the same age. So there was my older brother, and then from another family there was the oldest, and then his brother, and then from another family there was the oldest and his brother. So it was like there was a few of us.
Yeah.
And yeah, we would just close man. So every first, I think Friday of the month it was, we would go to one of the family's houses, and then we'd get to see our friends. So I just remember having fun times, like being excited to go, because they would be there. Like as in, we were kids, so we weren't there we didn't want to pray. Like,
Of course.
Of course
not. The Game Boy came out. It
And
was,
like, we were there, and they were singing songs of praise, and we were just happy to be together, like as friends and stuff. So that was cool. And then there was a point where, because there's a bit of backstory. My dad plays football, and he had like a football team, and then one of the dads also from this prayer meeting group had like paid for the team, so he'd bring his kids, and then they used to get to cup finals and stuff because they were good. Like, they were a good team. Talk to my dad about that. He would tell me they were a good team. And and then we would just have loads of times where it would just be us as the kid, they'd be playing football, and we'd just have fun. And there used to be this wrestling group called DX, and we just love wrestling as well. So we were like, yeah, we're DX, and we started like saying, oh, I'm this guy, I'm this. And we used to like for a good few years. It was like, yeah, we're DX, yeah, come on DX, let's go. Like,
Did you guys do you talk to each other now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Still. We're not as close.
Yeah, still DX.
Not to DX.
Who are you this time? Who are you this time? Yeah.
But you know, we used to wrestle each other with a bat.
Yeah.
How many times we would hear like my dad, no rough play, no rough play.
Yeah, it's a rough play.
Someone would be coming across crying like, oh, you hit me.
Yeah.
And then my dad, I said no rough play. So yeah, we used to love wrestling. But yeah, we're still in touch now. Obviously, we're all doing different things now. And my brother is probably the best keeping in contact type.
Gelling everyone. He's a glue.
Yeah, so he is literally talking to all of us. Whereas I'll speak to my brother every week, and I'll speak to some of them like here and there, but just not as much. But yeah, we still love each other and care for each other and whatnot. And we're still best for each other. So.
Oh, that's sick.
And then another one I say probably when we're a bit older, we went to Disneyland. This pair group, me and people, we all went to America together. We went to
Oh, was it? Oh, sick.
yeah, Florida. Yeah, sick.
Wow.
It was sick. Yeah. Yeah, enough said. It was really good. It was really good.
Was it? Do you think it's as good as?
Do you know what? I've never been to yours, so I can't say. But like, I remember there was this ride called Expedition Everest. Anyone heard of it?
No.
It's like, for a point, it was known as like the best like ride in America. Probably isn't now.
Yeah.
But, I remember getting given a fast pass by guys who were just like, oh, we're going home, we don't want it. You go.
Was it?
Yeah. So we went on that ride that day like 6 times. It
Sweet.
was the best. It was great. So yeah.
Respect it.
Oh, me. In Canning Town, we used to have like a park right down our road, and we used to go really, really young. So it would be me and my brother, and I don't know, probably like 5 years old, and he was like maybe 7. Like we just go down the road. Like it was so like when I think of it now, like I'm just like, why do you think your kids just run around on these streets?
The thing about Canning Town, everybody's kids just went to the
everyone's
park.
just out. But it was basically this like centre, like almost like a community centre. But it was called Ark in the Park, and it was like an ark, like Noah's Ark, but like flipped. So it was like that, like the buildings like that, and you'd go in, and then you'd have like vending machine. So all the kids we didn't pay, we just kick the thing until something came out, and we'd all like sky from that one.
Bro, you men are criminals, bro.
Yeah, literally.
You men are criminals,
and then you
had
2 PS2s, so it was PS2 in the main bit, and then you had like something called the lobby. And the PS2, in the main bit, all the older kids used to be on that and like pay like Narnia, and we'd be like, oh, we can't get on it. So then we jump.
Narnia?
Yeah, this Narnia game. And then
we used to bang on.
Yeah, people loved that.
I played, I think the second one. I played the one with the knight, the kid, like the prince or something.
People loved it off, but then because obviously we couldn't do it because the older kids. So we go to the lobby, and then we play like FIFA 06 or something like that. And, yeah, just.
Again, that's 07 bang.
It was just sad because we couldn't go on the main one. Anyways, but yeah, then there was like computers, and like you could do colouring. At some point, I'm pretty sure like Step Up 2 would come out. So like everyone's doing break dancing, popping, locking. It was just nice. But yeah, like
and
all
that
of those.
grew into Apex.
But even like the outside of it, there's all like green. It's all like green. So like in the summer, you have like a water slide and like all kinds of. They get people in, clowns and all that stuff like that.
Would you go back?
I did go back in 2010.
Was it still
All the green bit is they put like tree houses. I'm just like, why would you do that? But I haven't been back since, and yeah, I don't know what it looks like. It probably shut down. I'm not gonna lie, because they started shutting down community centres. Huh?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's been 10 years, so maybe I might go back and do a little tour of my old primary school and do that. Yeah, what was yours?
Okay. I remember this one time, me, my cousin, and my sister, and my dad, we all went to a caravan park. Like, my dad is really big on, like, shopping. Like, my dad loves shopping, like, more than my mum.
I want to see that from you.
My dad loves shopping, like, online shopping. This pandemic is so bad. Like, new parcel every week. Like, it's always like, mum's always guessing between me and him whose parcel it is.
Wow.
Because, like, obviously, I got my first job, so I'm just spending. So, like, and then, so mom's always guessing, like, whose is it? It's always my dad's, but, like, yeah. So we went to this caravan park in, like, Somerset, and it was, like, Haven. I had a Haven holidays. It was actually really good. Like, I wasn't expecting that much, but then there's, like, a really big outlet in Clark's Village, like, nearby. And it's so good, like, it's just, like kind of big name brands, and it was just good, like, it's just, like, nice shopping place. And then the actual caravan park, there was, like, an arcade. I remember going there every day. I made a friend, we was on the darts machine, Step Revolution,
Oh my gosh.
like, that was fun. And then, like, you exchange numbers, I still have a number with my friend, but yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was them friends that you never see again.
No, we never seen each other. Like, I've never used that phone number ever. But like,
It's just there.
Yeah, it was fun
For memories, for memoirs.
Yeah, it was fun.
Next question, getting more deeper into family stuff. What is the purpose of family, do you think?
That's a big
jump. There's a big jump, yeah.
Deep dive.
I think for me, family has a changing meaning. I think it means something, or it's there for a different reason during different stages of your life. I think when you're a baby and you're young, your family is really there to just kind of teach you and to grow you, to help you develop as a person, to give you social interaction and stuff like that. But I think as you grow up as a kid, I think it stops becoming the thing that shapes you and makes you, and starts becoming something that just supports you, or I feel should support you. So I don't think once you reach a certain age, your parents should be doing that much for you. I feel like you should be doing it yourself. But I think they should also be supporting you in a different way. So me and my mum have got a really good relationship at the moment. Like now it's probably at one of its best it's been in a while. And I think that's because we've both kind of grown to understand where we are at in our individual lives. And she's got respect for the fact that I'm a 22-year-old in uni, and I'm respected for her and her situation. And I think because of that, but that family dynamic was very different a year ago when I was living there. So I think it changes a lot.
Yeah, I think a lot of Sash was saying, I think support really in each stage of your life. You hear this saying, no man's an island, like you can't do it by yourself. I think family are there as I guess a primary support really. In every stage of your life you need some form of support. I think family, I would like to believe, are people you can run to in every stage of your life, whatever that support may look like. And finally, sometimes I think you need support more than you'll acknowledge or even know. And the support you get sometimes isn't relevant for that season, but it ends up being relevant for a different season. I can just think of different sayings my mum would like come out with, or my dad would come out with. And then it's really annoying. My dad's like really wise. He is. But it's annoying because he's like, I told you.
Oh wow.
I'm like,
I said I told you.
Yeah, no, he was like, yeah.
No rough play.
Yeah.
And then we come crying.
Yeah.
What I say?
But I think just support, in whatever season you're in, support.
Next one is, what is a healthy family, or what does a healthy family sort of look like to you in your head? Or
communication, man. Yeah, communication.
Oh, communication, yeah.
I think that's one of, and affirmation, I think, as well.
Are you a words of affirmation person?
I really struggle with the whole classification.
It doesn't work.
I get no guns, bro.
I don't think it doesn't work.
Because I need support right now. Family.
Because I feel like they'll be like, oh, what's your love language? I feel like we all need to do a bit of everything.
Yeah, but they do say that though. They do say that.
But then it's like words of affirmation. Like, oh my god, my thing is words of affirmation. It's like, okay, so is it words of affirmation, or is it that you're slightly insecure? Like, I don't know. That's just me personally. I just don't believe in it.
The psychologist that made that, you need to be, you know what I'm saying?
I think with it, something I like to keep in mind is there's also ways that we like to show appreciation. So I think as well as we need to be sensitive to how people like to receive attention, people should also be sensitive to how we like to show attention. So I think if you keep that in mind and you kind of meet in the middle, it helps smudge that issue of like, oh, but I'm this and I'm that, and it's like, well, let's just both put effort in, and you see that I'm making time for you, and that's my way of showing you affirmation, and then I, maybe return gifts or whatever that person likes.
Because I feel like people just use it as a group, like with like zodiac signs and stuff. Like,
words of affirmation.
No, you said gang. I'm a Taurus, I'm a Taurus, so I'd be like, no, that's not an excuse for your behaviour.
For real. I do think with the whole love languages thing, I think it is, everyone does need a bit of everything. Like, as much as you think you're an independent woman or independent man, or you don't need help from anyone, But honestly, I think different seasons you need different things.
Yeah,
different
true.
people you need different things.
Yeah.
So it's because ultimately, as much as we would like to admit, we are quite needy. Like people, like we need things. Like we do. Like as independent as you are, like if no one ever spoke to you and no one ever acknowledged you, that'd be a problem. Like I would be worried if that didn't affect you. So I think we all need something, and we need different things at different times. So I've forgotten.
Healthy family. So communication.
Yes, so communication, and affirming each other. I think communication, just being able to talk, have a conversation. Affirmation, just being able to say, hey, I appreciate this about you, I love you, or I care about you, I have time for you. It's funny because as we've grown up, my parents have been more open to that. Well, I say more open to that, as in, so I know, it's funny because I think you guys will all be able to relate. Your parents love you, but you don't hear it loads, or they love you, and it's stupid for you to assume otherwise. but it's only until you get into a situation where things rub against each other, and
Yeah.
then you hear that I love you, or why did you ever feel this way? This was not the case, or so I think it's super important that we're vocal with those things, like, or like we outwork those things. So like my dad was always good at this sounds bad, but giving me money, or giving us money. And let's say my brother needed some money. They'd say, "Oh, Dad, can I get £10?" And my dad would give me £10. But he would go out of his way to make sure I got £10 and my sister got £10 too. Like as in he was always willing to show that he cared about us equally.
Yeah.
He wasn't we didn't sit down and have long conversations about life with him really. But my mum was that type of person. So I'd sit and talk to my mum. Like we could sit for a while and talk. And my mum, she did my hair recently, which was funny. It's not done now. But
I wasn't gonna back it off like
The reveal.
White hand.
yeah.
we just sit.
White. Woo.
Hey, you bring me on the team. And ideas.
Funny.
Sorry.
But no, we just sit and talk, and that was the way that she would kind of show her affirmation and care. So just making sure that those things happen, communication and affirmation.
What would you say?
I think for me, it takes a lot of balancing. I'm going to answer this question from what I want in my future, because I can't assume that obviously I know every household doesn't have two parents. I come from a broken household myself, but I think for me, my plan is to go in and understand that this is now my job. Not job is in a bad way, but like I've got a responsibility of raising somebody, and I think it's important of understanding that there's going to be days where they struggle with you. And I think it's a lot of understanding. I'm going to just keep repeating the word understanding, but I think it's just a lot of synonym
comprehension.
Yeah,
gotcha. I'm joking.
Yeah, I think it takes a lot of time and understanding each other and figuring out how you work. Kind of like how we do with people in general. When you work with somebody for a long time, you figure out how they are.
Yeah.
I think it's the same as when you're in a family, both for the parents and also for the parent and child relationship. I'm big on there's a lot of things that I see. I find it very interesting. This can sound really strange. Please let me finish my sentence. I find it really interesting watching how people parent, because it sounded weirder in my head. I was going to say I like watching parents. Then I switched it at the end and said I like to watch how people parent.
Yeah.
See, fast thinker, put down my CV. Applying for jobs out here. Trying to be like Jemima. Anyway.
COVID tester.
Pardon?
COVID tester.
Yeah, I'm looking at that kind of stuff.
Yeah, £13 an hour.
Bruv, it's mad. It's mad.
Say that again?
£13 an hour.
It's
Wow.
mad. It's filthy, bro.
God,
It's filthy. It's filthy.
£13.
No.
No, 13.
13.
Yeah, 13.
I was
13.
gonna say.
No, not 30.
Yeah, no, it's mad. It's mad.
13's mad still.
It's
Yeah,
mad.
even the people that call people up, they're getting money in their own house. They just
Then just ringing people, bro.
yeah.
Telling you, I'm not using the stuff I got around me.
Will they let me?
Part 8, bro.
I mean, you're a teacher, so.
Anyway,
No, you're joking.
yeah, I think it's for you to spend time just getting to know who is in your house. If you're living with them, you should at least spend the time to know who they are as a person. It sounds really professional, but just getting them, understanding them, understand why they do things. Because I think once you know why people do stuff, we have a lot of patience.
Yeah.
As a human race, we have a lot of patience. And I think when people have a decent reason for stuff, you can't really fight them for it. So stuff like that. I think being really consistent from a parenting thing. So yeah, from the work I've done in kids care and tenacious stuff like that, I've learned that consistency is very important. But from both parents and children, if you're gonna do something, I don't do something for my parents and then the next time they ask me to do it, throw his I have to try and keep a level of consistency as an individual, because I can't. It's not fair on them if I'm bouncing all over the place, even though my hormones and all that have done that. Or it's just important to try and take a second to be like, all right, because if I'm understanding you, you're understanding me, it's 50-50, it works a lot better.
Yeah. And being present just off that consistency, but being present, actually being there. I think it's super important.
So
What did I hear? I heard I think it fully might be from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
No.
Hold up. But I don't know. I don't know. But there was a line and it was kids don't know. It's from How I Met Your Mother. It's when Marshall's trying to get back to something. Anyway, it's our kids don't really know who's paying the bills and all that, but they know who turns up. They see who's there. And And I think that's what's important for me, is to just make sure that my kid knows that I'm there. I don't always have to be screaming and shouting and at the front, but I just let them know that I'm there, supporting you, stuff like that. Yeah.
Last question. How do you deal with disappointment?
How do I or how should I?
Do and then no should. No, do.
Do and then should.
Should is very like, oh, idealistic. How do you?
How do I? I'm probably brought up a little bit. Yeah. And then now I'm a lot more wary. Yeah, where is the word? Wary of how bottling up can affect me, or it can make you in turn resent the person that disappointed you. When in turn, man, a lot of people disappoint you, they don't know they do.
Yeah.
Or they don't mean to, or sometimes they do mean to, but why should that like hurt? Like, why should I let that get me down? Like, why should I let that determine me and who I am? So I try my best not to, but I speak to my wife a lot. We talk.
Do you ever like confront the person that's disappointed you?
If I'm honest, no.
Yeah.
Unless it comes up.
Uh-huh.
If I'm really honest, if I'm like being transparent, I'd say because I don't want for how I feel to be belittled. I think sometimes people don't get why you feel a certain way.
Yeah, so they'd be like, it's not that deep though.
It's not that deep, soft. But then at the same time, I think you need to be understanding of the fact, like, you don't know all my story and I don't know your story. So, and stories do affect people. And stories do shape and mold people, whether that be like triumphant stories or failure stories or let down stories, disappointment stories. So yeah, but you're right. Probably to some extent, I probably should create that environment where I'm like, I'm able to talk to people and say, no, you maybe didn't mean to do this, but this hurt me.
Yeah.
Or, your intention wasn't to hurt me, but you did.
Yeah, it's hard though.
It's hard.
Yeah. What about you?
I think for me, so I had I had a pretty big disappointing moment a couple of years back, and I think at that point it affected me really badly, and I think it was one of those big moments that makes you realise that you have to address something. Like I realised I was like, oh, maybe I need to address how I deal with things just not going correctly and stuff like that. So I think what I did in the beginning is I'm quite an easygoing person in general. It is what it is, to the point where me and my mum say that on the phone now. It's quite funny. If we're talking about something and it is what it is, we'll both be like, it is what it is, and about, so I feel like I'm quite relaxed in that sense, which I think is something I've had to develop. Like just developing I haven't got control over that, so I'm not going to freak out over it. I can't control a human being, so I can't let what you do affect me. I can let it teach me. Maybe I learn something from what you did or from what you said or however, but I can't, it's just, I'm trying to just get rid of everything that I can't. If I can't control it, what's the point in having it? Like, it's free. It's literally living in my head rent free when I could just let it go and just keep that money. Like
that's hard though.
And I'd say just let it go, but it's one of those things of that I have to, and it takes like sitting down and focusing on a certain thing and being like, okay, cool, this particular thing I don't like it, so I'm going to get rid of it.
Yeah.
And it can be like a memory that I've got about a certain thing, and I have to train myself to either remember the good that come out of it or remember what I had to do or how I've grown from it. But I have to do something to change that memory, basically. But yeah, I think a lot of it comes down to just like teaching myself to understand a little bit more. A lot of people have reasons for doing stuff as well.
Yeah, and like you said, go on. Like you said, obviously you don't know their story, they don't know yours. So it's always, I think that's why you're always going to have conflict with people or clashes with people, because you're just never going to know. And like, there's like nothing you could do about it, which is like annoying because you can never change that. But
it's weird actually. To some extent, I disagree. I'm not saying you're wrong, but as in
maybe your reactions to things.
But as in, you can get time to know people's stories.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah. That's
true. But as in, I don't want to talk about my unpopular opinion, right? but I don't think we do that a lot. Like we really don't. As in, like, why did you respond that way?
Okay.
I'll ask the question, like, how come you didn't choose me here, or why did you say those words? Like where is that coming from?
I feel like there's trauma there. So I didn't pick you from a team.
Right? But as in,
it's difficult to have them convos.
Yeah, and it's hard to have those conversations. Yeah. But that's why people don't have them. And that's why you
Because it's
never
hard,
get
it's
full closure.
uncomfortable.
But I also think
Yeah.
there is times where they're not appropriate.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes we meet people, we have an interaction with them, and then we don't really get another opportunity to correct it type of thing. So it's one of them ones where you're never really going to always know people's story.
But
In
then-
every, do you know, like every person I meet, I'm never going to know all their story.
100%. But let's say we're talking about Laura and I, and we're really good friends. Laura's hurt me, and I'm just like resenting the fact she's hurt me.
Yeah.
But I know you. I'm going to see you again.
Oh yeah.
I should definitely have this conversation.
Yeah.
But let's be honest. How often do you have that conversation when someone's
Yeah.
hurting you? That's
That's
close.
true.
You don't, because it's uncomfortable. Like you just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
But what about with parents where you see them every day? Because I know that like whenever I brought
Parents is
something,
different because it's like you have.
whenever
you
I
have that
whenever I bring up
authority
something
figure.
that I didn't like, it's just like, oh no, but you did, and I'm just like,
Yeah,
But-
that's tough.
It's not he said, she said. It should be he said, she said.
That's
It should be like, you did this, I tit for tat.
yeah, no, but that's my point. Is that like if you bring up something, it's kind of then like thrown upon you. Like in my experience, anyway.
Hey, wait, maybe you need to. Well, some of you will know, but like, yeah, I broke down in front of my parents once because it was like, it was something really small. Like they just didn't say well done. Like it was
Look
like,
at this smile.
like, literally now I can smile about it. Then I was hurt. Like, because I think my dad was getting at me for something small, and then my mum tried to like joke about it, and I was like, I don't.
Just not have it. No, it was just like a stack.
Yeah, literally, it was just a.
Yeah, like a domino.
Yeah, and like one piece just.
Yeah, and
I
you're just like,
broke
everything
down
you've
with
done
it.
to me for
Yeah,
5
yeah,
years.
I went off. I was crying. I was like, don't talk. Like, just leave me alone. Like,
Yeah.
I left the house. I was like, don't.
Oh, you walked?
Well, I said I walked out. Abby came. We sat in the car. We spoke.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So sorry, Abby is my wife now. She was my girlfriend then. Yeah, girlfriend then. Yeah. I broke down. But then what's funny is if I just said, because there was a root problem probably, and I say problem, it was something small. It was
Yeah.
like, hey, this is how I feel about this, and I love you guys, and you probably don't mean to hurt me. But if I just told them, I'm sure I probably wouldn't have broke down like I did in the
I
time
don't
I
know.
did.
I feel like with
Yeah, so-
African parents, it's like I don't know if African, but certain parents, it's like you have to get to that point for them to like clock that it's affecting you sometimes,
Yeah.
and it shouldn't be like that. I guess it should be like when your child says like whether you're crying or not, you should listen to them.
And that's 100%.
Yeah.
I think you're right. But then I think the beautiful thing is that there may not be the significant change in our generation in terms of, I say ours, as in our being brought up generation, but you, God willing, will be a parent one day.
Yeah.
You will know what you've been through. You'll be able to bring that into your own parenting situation and hopefully break the mold of that type of African parent, you know, and be the parent that maybe, not that your parents weren't, but the parent that you would have loved to have aspects
Yeah.
of. Because I feel like I'd be wrong, and it would be wrong for me to say my parents
Were bad.
parents
Yeah,
were
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I think the more I speak, I probably get emotional about how good they were. They were great.
Cry.
Like,
Come on, cry.
not these. But yeah, no, my parents were amazing. My parents were great. Like, but it was just, there were aspects of it that like
Yeah.
weren't quite what I needed. And
Yeah.
I guess that was them maybe not knowing those aspects of it.
Yeah, and it's crazy because like every single generation has that thing, though.
Yeah, 100%.
Like even
like-
my parents when
Yeah, because like they probably experience because I've had a small conversation with my mum about it, and it was like she tried to do it's like what we're thinking now. She's thought that before. It's like they've all been through this. Like this is a very watered down version of what I guess it would have been. I guess, but still, it's not perfect. Nobody's perfect. So
And that points to the picture, as in every generation we're believing is getting better.
yeah,
And we'll get to a point, hopefully, where these things, these heartaches and these, all African parents are like this. Hopefully that mold will be broken because each generation is better than the previous. And hopefully that is what we all aspire to get to. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Doesn't always work out. But
I got a D&Q, which is D's and Q's are dilemmas and questions.
send them in.
Yep, please do. One says, I feel like the odd one out in my family. What do I do?
I always say, embrace who you are. It sounds really cheesy, but you are an individual, you have likes, you have interests, and there are other people out there who have very similar, like you're not the only one of you, you're not the only one person who is like yourself. There are other people like you out there. You just have to, it takes time finding those people, and sometimes if you're people that you are like can relate with is very niche, I can understand it being difficult. But yeah, just stick with it, find people. As you progress through life or school, you eventually get more and more opportunities. You get to uni and they basically have a society or a club for everything.
Breathing.
Yeah, like, so you like just keep trying to find people, and if you don't mesh with a group of people, that's fine. But that means that they're not a good match for you. So you keep moving on. Don't settle to be like other people. Find people that are gonna actually help you, and you're gonna be a part of them, not just like a +1 or something like that. Like find people that find your people. Because you need people to fill out life, to make life what life is. Like he said, if we went around and no one spoke to no one, it would be
A problem.
it'd be terrible. So yeah, doesn't have to be loads of people.
Yeah, and I think just because you're odd one out doesn't mean you're not significant, or you're not valuable, or you're not cool, or you're not trendy. But like, as in, I don't know the context of the question. I don't know who asked the question.
Me neither.
But just because you are the odd one out, or you feel like you're the odd one out, doesn't mean you're not beautiful, or doesn't mean that you're not like cool. That's okay. Like, I sometimes feel like the odd one out, but then I have to kind of remind myself that, man, I'm creating a pretty cool way. Like I like me. Like, as in, not everyone always does, I'm sure. Like, there are people that don't, but I like me. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with me.
And I think off of that, like, if you're like, try and show people, if in your family, try and show people that what you like to do, because sometimes people don't get involved because they just don't know where to start. Like, it's tough to even start relating to you. So if you just like give your parents or people, at least you've given them an opportunity. If they choose to do whatever they choose, that's on them. At least you've provided the opportunity, and you said, okay, I put myself out there. I tried to get people to understand what I like to do. They didn't really feel it. It's cool. Well, that's maybe you don't talk about that with your family or whatever the situation may be. But at least you've done it. Like, no one can ever say, oh, but you didn't do enough work. No, bro, I did what I had to do. I put myself out there. People weren't really vibing with it. It's cool. Pack my stuff back up. Off to the next group of people, but maybe not do that for your family. Stick around with your family. But yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a D and Q?
Yeah. Okay, so this D and Q says, I've been estranged from my family for some time, and now I've created such a support system with my friends that they've become my family. How important would you say it is for me to reconnect with my family?
I think I love that she's found, or he's, sorry, I'm assuming she, don't know why. But yeah, it's great that they found friendship and a family with their friends. But you only get one, like, bloodline family. And I feel like if you have the opportunity to do that, I think I'd always look to reconcile, if you can. I don't know, again, the context, really, in terms of if they've been real hurt. I don't know if there's been, like, betrayal, I don't know. But if you can reconcile, if you can forgive, if you can release the hurt, I think I would. I don't think anyone's going to chastise you for not doing it. I don't think anyone's going to say you're wrong for not doing it. But I would say, if you can heal, if you can reconcile, if you can forgive and let go, then there's a greater hope for the future. You have the potential of having two families. You have the potential of having your friend family and your real family.
Two for the price of one.
Yeah, two for the price of one.
Okay, so that's it for this episode. Thank you for tuning in to Tap, and make sure to follow us on our socials. They're going to be down below, and make sure to tune in on Fridays. Youngest and oldest dates are going to be below for Apex. And also we have a Bible study group on Zoom called Focus. And lastly, Church Online on Sundays. There's details below. Yeah, that's it. Tapping out.